Hello students, today I am going to teach you your second chapter of your English 2 noun functions. So dividing this chapter we get four types of nouns noun functions. First one is noun as subject, then noun as object, then noun as indirect object, and the fourth one is noun as object of the preposition. So the warm-up part I have done it earlier. I have shared the notes, so check it from there. Let's start the chapter. A noun may be placed as the subject of a sentence, as a direct or indirect object of the verb, or as the object of the preposition. Noun as subject, the first one. The part of the sentence that tells who or what, okay, who or what, that tells who or what. When the question is asked like who or what, when it tells who or what the sentence is about, is called the subject. The subject of a sentence may be one word, noun, a compound subject, or a noun phrase with a head noun. Some of the examples are given here in your textbook. For example, snakes can slither up a tree. So snakes is a subject. Okay, so subject, one word, noun, subject, snake. A skillful and intelligent carpenter makes good furniture. Subject is subject, noun phrase with head noun, carpenter. Men and women cooked a meal together. So compound subject is men and women. This is a compound subject where you have two subjects, men and women, two subjects, compound. So here you get. Okay, coming to the noun phrase. What is a noun phrase? A noun phrase is a group of words that acts as a noun in a sentence. The head word in a noun phrase is a noun. So a compound subject is made up of two or more subjects joined by a coordinating conjunction. So conjunction is and in the third example, men and women. So and is a conjunction, and the compound subject is we have men, women. So the subject may be a compound noun made up of two or more subjects joined together by a coordinate conjunction. They share the same predicate. Okay, so coming to the page number 8. Yes, page number 8. The underline the subject of this sentence is number A part. I have shared the notes, so you have to just copy it down and you have to study. Coming to the second one, noun as a direct object. Sometimes the subject may be the doer of the action conveyed by the verb in a sentence. In many cases, the action performed by the subject may affect or be received by another noun or pronoun following the verb. So the noun or pronoun that receives or is affected, now that part that receives or is affected by the action indicated by the verb in a sentence is called a direct object of the verb. Some of the examples are given here. When we read the examples, we will get it. So examples are called a carpenter to make furniture. So the action indicated by the verb called is called, okay, that part receives or is affected, that part called is received by the head noun carpenter. So carpenter is the direct object of the verb called. So carpenter is the direct object, noun as a direct object. A carpenter makes furniture, the second one example. The action indicated by the verb affects the noun furniture. So furniture is the direct object of the verb makes. Men and women cooked it together. Now here cooked, that part is the action indicated by the verb cooked is received by the pronoun it. So it is the direct object of the verb cook. So it is the direct object. Now in the box it's given like direct object answers verb plus whom or what. When there is a whom or what question, then we can say it's a direct object. Number B, underline the verb and circle the direct object in these sentences. I have done it. Just study those answers. Then we come to the next part. Page number 9. Noun as a indirect object. So some verb takes two objects after them. A direct object that receives or is affected by the action of the verb in a sentence. The direct object is usually a noun phrase, or a pronoun. So this is two part. Okay, the first part is a direct object, the second part is an indirect object. So an indirect object that receives the direct object, we can say the indirect object is the person to or for whom the action is done. So indirect object is like to or for whom the action is done. Okay, that's the indirect object. In the box it's given like indirect object answers verb plus to or for whom or what. Okay, so this is important, just tick it. So some of the examples are given here in the textbook. Examples are: I gave the carpenter some nails. That part. The action indicated by the verb gave is received by the noun phrase some nails. That gave what? Okay, gave what? The question when it's asked like what, then it's nails. So we get the indirect object. So some nails is the direct object of the verb gave. The direct object some nails is received by the carpenter. Gave to whom? So the carpenter is the indirect object. So the carpenter is the indirect object of the verb gave. Men and women together cook their children a delicious meal. The action indicated by the verb cooked is received by the noun phrase a delicious meal. Cooked what? A delicious meal. So we ask the questions: cooked what? A delicious meal. Okay, so a delicious meal is the direct object, and that part is the direct object of the verb cooked. The direct object a delicious meal is received by the children. So cooked for whom? When it is asked for whom, then for the children. So when we ask that question whom, so the children are the indirect object of the verb cooked. Number C, the exercise I have done it. Okay, just check it out. Now something is given in the box in page number 9, like the indirect object is usually a living being, a person or an animal, or to or for whom the action is done. So indirect object, we get this thing, you have to tick it out. Okay, you have to tick it out, this is the important one. Then coming to page number 10. Okay, noun as object or preposition. A preposition is a word that is used to show the relationship between two or more people. Now what is preposition is given here. Place or thing in a sentences. The noun phrase or pronoun that follows the preposition is the object of the preposition. Some of the examples given here: some good furniture was made by the carpenter. So now by, we know that preposition. The noun phrase, the carpenter, is the object of the preposition by. The children waited in a line. In, we know that's a preposition. So the noun phrase a line is the object of preposition in. The flight landed on Monday. So the noun Monday is the object of preposition on. Number D part, complete these sentences, state facts about a dust storm, adding suitable objects after the preposition. You may choose from the box. So I have done it, check it out from there. Next E part also, number E, identify the function of the underlined noun phrases in the sentences. This exercise also I have shared it, the answers I have shared it in your app, school app. So just copy it down and study it well. So let's come to the summary part before we finish the chapter. In this chapter we have learned that direct object is the noun phrase or pronoun that receives or is affected by the verb. Indirect object is the noun phrase or pronoun that receives the direct object of the verb. So that receives the direct object. So object or preposition is the noun phrase or pronoun that immediately follows the preposition. So it immediately follows the preposition. So we have finished the second chapter. In my next video I will be sharing the third one. Okay, thank you.